What's up, YouTube? My name is Big Boy Snatch on TV, aka what kind of snacks you want, because I got playing around. As you can tell by the title of the thumbnail, this is my WWE Raw review on high. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content that I do on the channel. Follow my social media down below in the description, and go check out my WWE NXT Stand and Deliver review on highlights that I did on the channel yesterday, because WWE NXT Stand and Deliver was a good show yesterday. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Now, WWE Raw was a good show for what it was, and I give it a 7 out of 10. WWE Raw was live from Houston, Texas, Toyota Center. Commentary tonight were Michael Cole and Corey Graves. So we go from then, now, forever together. The WWE video leads us into the show. Pre-show arrivals. Oval Family is shown entering the arena. He'll have a contract signing with Brock Lesnar later tonight. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky arrive together. WWE Intercontinental Champion Penta arrive with Dragon Lee and Javon Evans. World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk is also in the building. This is actually a live shot. He walks through the gorilla position and heads down to the ring with Propose. CM Punk throws the title into the ring and just gets in the ring. CM Punk sits in the center of the ring and the crowd is buzzing. An OTC chant picks up. CM Punk says that Houston, Texas is a wrestling town. There is a lot of history here. CM Punk has had some great moments in this building, but there are also ghosts. Things that were supposed to happen that didn't. This is Paul Bosch territory. Houston wrestling. CM Punk loved hearing about the old timers. Old timers. You can't help but compare yourself to them and wonder how they handle a similar situation. Sometimes he dreams about what Harley Race would do. Dreams are stories we'll tell ourselves. Dreams are stories we tell ourselves. The important stuff happened when we're awake. CM Punk says, Houston, Texas, I'm awake, and it's great to be live on Monday night in Houston, Texas, or what? The crowd cheers. CM Punk says that Roman Reigns is not here tonight. The crowd boos. 2 weeks ago, shockingly enough, with help. Shockingly, it was. It says, wrestling CM Punk loves hearing about the old timers. You can't help but compare yourself to them and wonder how they handle a similar situation. Sometimes dreams about what Harley Race would do. Dreams are stories we tell ourselves. The important stuff happens when we're awake. CM Punk says, Houston, Texas, I'm awake. It is great to be alive on Monday night in Houston, Texas, or what? The crowd cheers. CM Punk says that Roman Reigns is not here tonight. The crowd boos. 2 weeks ago, shockingly enough, with help from his cousins, he put CM Punk through ringside table with a powerbomb. Roman Reigns thought he was the king of the world. What was I? Roman Reigns thought. What was I? It says thought he was king of the world. CM Punk couldn't wait to get to Monday Night Raw at Madison Square Garden to get his revenge. CM Punk shows up cousin Les and got his respect by putting Roman Reigns through the ringside table alone. Roman Reigns says he hates CM Punk. CM Punk thinks that's good. If Roman Reigns hates him, that tells CM Punk he's exactly where he needs to be. People hate CM Punk because he won't trade his authenticity for approval. Being hated by losers is the place he pays for not being one of them. An OTC chant picks up. CM Punk sarcastically says they can't chant and maybe Roman Reigns will show up. Roman Reigns didn't show up. CM Punk showed up, and he's an old man. A CM Punk chant picks up. CM Punk says Roman Reigns hates him, and he knows why. CM Punk wants to explain why he hates Roman Reigns. CM Punk stands on the commentary table and takes off his jacket. CM Punk points at the WrestleMania 42 sign. CM Punk and Roman Reigns have the tools to get to the pinnacle. CM Punk tools are self-made and shaped and sharpened to a deadly point. Through years of self-belief, hard work, spite, and sacrifice, Roman Reigns' tools are store-bought, hand delivered, and like Roman Reigns plastic. Because back in the day, CM Punk was too young and stupid to understand. Now he's too old and rich to give a you know what. CM Punk finally understands why TKO sends Roman Reigns belt less you know what to Jimmy Fallon, because he's safe in plastic. As for CM Punk, you never know what he'll do or say. Why is it that he's done half a dozen movies and TV shows and not miss a day, but the people will boo him when he gives them the news that Roman Reigns isn't here? When Roman Reigns does bother to show up, he shows up late and leaves early. Roman Reigns thinks he's The Rock. At least The Rock is a Hollywood superstar. CM Punk then says, "Oh, I'm sorry, he was a Hollywood superstar, just like Roman Reigns was a champion, but that fairy tale is long over. This is pro wrestling, not cinema." CM Punk's cousin isn't on the board of directors. CM Punk doesn't surround himself with wise men, advocates, and yes, men who protect him for the truth. CM Punk's daddy wasn't a pro wrestler who gave him a favorite job because he sucked at football. That part was funny. CM Punk earned and deserves everything he's busted his you know what for. Roman Reigns is just a buck-tooth nipple baby who ate dog food for a weird old man. That part was funny. I laugh at that part. The crowd is stunned and buzzing loudly. That weird old man treated CM Punk like a dog and expected him to smile, but he said F you money. So he took that along with his dignity and left. They can't control him. A CM Punk chant fires up. CM Punk asks if they're having fun. When people ask him for a pipe bomb, you need to understand that this is what you get. Roman Reigns can brag about how many times he's been in the main event, but if he was given the same opportunity and he sucked at the first 8 of them, so spectacularly bad that he be fired and blackballed. You can't blackball CM Punk. CM Punk can stand on the bridge and blow it up because you know what, I know how to swim. CM Punk says he's not done because everyone is getting it tonight. CM Punk turns his attention to Pat McAfee, calling him a hillbilly. Pat McAfee thinks he can come to his business and run his mouth, but he just wrote a check his narrow you-know-what can't cash. That part was funny too. Pat McAfee wants to talk about ticket sales so he can call his agent, who was foolish enough to shoehorn him into this business. He tells him to lower the ticket price. The crowd loudly cheers. CM Punk will be, you know what, if he'll have someone who kick a football for a living to come to his business and talk to him about selling tickets and putting, you know what, in seats. Pat McAfee has a reset coming. CM Punk wants them to lower the tickets prices so families can come and watch him stand on Roman Reigns' throat at WrestleMania 42. CM Punk gets fired up and goes into the crowd to pose. That was a good promo by CM Punk. I enjoyed the pipe bomb promo by CM Punk. That was really good. and they better sell. They better lower their ticket prices for WrestleMania 42, but they ain't gonna do it. But anyway, let me continue. Michael Cole and Pat McAfee welcome. Michael Cole and Corey Graves welcome us to the show. I don't know why they put Pat McAfee there. But anyway, Michael Cole and Corey Graves welcome us to the show. Replay last Monday on Raw. IShowSpeed Speed accidentally hit LA Knight with brass knuckles. It wound up costing the Usos the World Tag Team Championships to the Division. Video package. LA Knight appear on IShowSpeed's live stream video podcast and attack him. So LA Knight got his get back on IShowSpeed since IShowSpeed hit LA Knight with the brass knuckles. Then LA Knight came to IShowSpeed live stream and got his get back. It was live on. It was live, man. That was crazy. But anyway, IShowSpeed is backstage looking for Danhausen. Danhausen appears. IShowSpeed begs him to lift the curse. Danhausen has a jar of teeth and says he could uncurse him if he gives him his mansion. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce walks up and Danhausen disappears. IShowSpeed says his life has been a disaster. World Tag Team Champions Austin Theory and Logan Paul appear. IShowSpeed doesn't want anything to do with them. Logan Paul says everyone hates IShowSpeed. His only saving grace is to be with them. They pull IShowSpeed away. Adam Pearce says that is a terrible idea. World Tag Team Champions Logan Paul and Austin Theory pull a recruit chant IShowSpeed into the arena. Austin Theory will face LA Knight next. So we go to commercial break. So we get the first match. So we get the World Tag Team Champion Austin Theory accompanied by Logan Paul and IShowSpeed versus LA Knight. And this match right here, I might as well say this match right here, it was just decent match what it was. They lock up and LA Knight shoves Austin Theory to the corner. Austin Theory soon grabs LA Knight and takes him down. LA Knight gets to his feet. They lock up and LA Knight hits a hip toss, followed by a scoop slam. LA Knight does a clothesline and hits another scoop slam. Austin Theory gets out of the ring to regroup with Logan Paul. Austin Theory gets in the ring and puts LA Knight in the corner before punching him down. Austin Theory bounces LA Knight's head off the top turnbuckle and strikes away at him. Austin Theory hits a snap suplex for a 1 count. Austin Theory whips him to the corner, but LA Knight pops out and clotheslines him down. LA Knight sends him into the ropes, but Austin Theory pulls himself out of the ring. LA Knight wipes him out with a baseball slide and clotheslines him to the timekeeper's area. LA Knight stands on the barricade and pose. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Austin Theory and LA Knight are blocking suplexes. LA Knight flips through one and hits a neck breaker. LA Knight punches Austin Theory, but he had a whip reverse. LA Knight runs through him and hits a diving clothesline. LA Knight hits a side Russian leg sweep before sending him sternum first into the corner and hitting another neck breaker for a 2 count. Austin Theory fires back with a stiff forearm followed by a rolling thunder blockbuster for a near fall. Austin Theory lifts LA Knight, but LA Knight slides off and clotheslines him over the top rope. LA Knight bounces Austin Theory's face off the commentary table several times as Logan Paul and IShowSpeed watch on. LA Knight approaches Logan Paul, who backs up. LA Knight puts Austin Theory into the ring, and IShowSpeed appears to attack him from behind. IShowSpeed tries to back up the alleyway, but the Usos stand in his way. IShowSpeed leapfrogs LA Knight and gets in the ring, but LA Knight catches him. Logan Paul gets on the apron, but LA Knight punches him down. Austin Theory then rolls him up for the win. The winner by pinfall, World Tag Team Champion Austin Theory. Now LA Knight should have won this match, but this was a decent match. ISO Speed is trapped in the ring with the Usos and LA Knight. ISO Speed tries to say he tripped. Jey Uso grabs ISO Speed and shouts at him. Jimmy Uso signals for the end. They go to hit ISO Speed with the 1D, but Logan Paul pulls ISO Speed out of the ring. LA Knight grabs a microphone and tells the Vision and ISO Speed not to go anywhere. LA Knight calls Raw General Manager Adam Pearce out. Adam Pearce comes out. LA Knight has a WrestleMania 42 idea. Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and ISO Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight. Adam Pearce thinks about it and the crowd cheers. Adam Pearce asks if they want a 6-man tag team match at WrestleMania 42. Adam Pearce says he told ISO Speed he should have gone home, but instead he's going to WrestleMania 42. Adam Pearce says it's official. LA Knight says it's official that they'll get stomped by him and the Usos. Alright, let's move on. Michael Cole says what happened this past Friday was disappointing and made him angry. Michael Cole is friends with both Cody Rhodes and Pat McAfee. He's going to wait for the end game. Yeah, Pat McAfee showing up on SmackDown was the worst idea, man. We already knew that Randy Orton was talking to Pat McAfee on Friday Night SmackDown this whole time. That was just a terrible idea. But anyway, let me continue. Video package last Friday on SmackDown. Pat McAfee helped Randy Orton against Cody Rhodes. Pat McAfee then blast Cody Rhodes in the state of professional wrestling. Backstage segment. Finn Balor is walking backstage. He passed Kofi Kingston and Grayson Waller, who are arguing. Finn Balor will face JD Madonna next. So go to commercial break. Video package. CM Punk says the WrestleMania 42 moment had never forget his appearance as an extra in the main event of WrestleMania 22. CM Punk was a gangster for John Cena's entrance. Finn Balor will battle Dirty Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania 42. As long as we get and I know for a fact that we're gonna get the Demon Finn Balor versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania 42. And the Demon Finn Balor is going to win at WrestleMania 42. And that's all I gotta say. So we get JD Madonna versus Finn Balor. This match has never happened. As Finn Balor makes his entrance, Dirty Dominic Mysterio attacks him from behind. The crowd loudly boos him. Dominic Mysterio mobs Finn Balor. Finn Balor fights back with some right hands before sending JD Madonna into the ring post. Finn Balor puts Dominic Mysterio in the ring and elbows the AAA Mega Champion down. Finn Balor stomps him before attacking JD Madonna and sends him over the top rope. Dominic Mysterio then hits Finn Balor in the head with the AAA Mega Champion. Now the AAA Champion should have been on the line at WrestleMania 42, but it's not on the line. But that's not going to happen. Dominic Mysterio smashes a steel chair on Finn Balor's back 3 times as JD Madonna stomps him. Dominic Mysterio sets the chair up and sits it up over Finn Balor's throat. Dominic Mysterio talks trash to him and poses with JD Madonna. But like I said, the Demon Finn Balor is going to win at WrestleMania 42 over Dominic Mysterio, and that's all I gotta say. A video package, a highlight reel of WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion AJ Lee. Pre-tape sit-down interview. Michael Cole asks WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion AJ Lee how it feels to be back. Becky Lynch immediately interrupts, saying Michael Cole is the worst announcer in WWE history and is throwing AJ Lee softballs. Michael Cole says he doesn't need this and leaves. Becky Lynch talks about seeing AJ Lee after her last WrestleMania. AJ Lee knew her replacement was on the way. At WrestleMania 42, AJ Lee will have no home field advantage, unlike at Elimination Chamber. WrestleMania 42 is Becky Lynch home. AJ Lee gets emotional and says Becky Lynch continues to underestimate her. She's proud of Becky Lynch and what she's done. Those doors that Becky Lynch ran through were knocked down by AJ Lee. AJ Lee isn't replaceable because after 10 years away, the company kept calling. The fans never forgot her. AJ Lee is the Intercontinental Champion and your favorite wrestler. When Becky Lynch goes home to tuck her little girl in, she'll tell Becky Lynch that her favorite wrestler is AJ Lee. AJ Lee gets up and says, "See you at WrestleMania." Becky Lynch flips out and kicks the stool over. Alright, let's move on. Tomorrow on ESPN, the full WrestleMania 42 lineup will be revealed. Bayley makes her way to the ring alongside Lara Kira. She'll face Lash next. So we go to commercial break. Replay WWE Women's Tag Team Champion scene is heating up. The Women's Tag Team Champion will be on the line at WrestleMania 42 in a fatal 4-way match. Nia Jax and Lash Legend will defend against the Bella Twins, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and Bayley and Lara Kira. Alright, so we get the next match. So we get Bayley accompanied by Lara Kira versus WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Lash Legend accompanied by Nia Jax. And this match right here, this was a quick match, so that's all I gotta say. Alright, they lock up and Lash Legend powers her against the ropes before throwing her out of the ring. Nia Jax talks trash to Bayley. Bayley gets in the ring as Lash Legend gets out. Bayley stomps Lash Legend, but Lash Legend swats her away. Lash Legend pulls Bayley on the apron, but Bayley knees her in the face. Bayley comes off the second rope, but Lash Legend punches her out of midair before booting her out of the ring. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Bayley snaps Lash Legend off the middle rope and stomps her away. Lash Legend soon catches her and hits a spine buster for a near fall. Lash Legend sets up for a powerbomb, but Bayley counters with the Hurricanrana. Bayley hits the ropes, but Lash Legend elbows her down for a near fall. Bayley boots Lash Legend back, but Lash Legend slams her down. But Lash Legend slams her down. Bayley avoids a big splash and pulls herself up on the ropes. Bayley sidesteps a bicycle kick and strikes away at Lash Legend before hitting a drop kick. Bayley hits a running knee to the face before going to the second rope for a diving elbow drop. 1-2. Lash Legend kicks out. Bayley punches away at Lash Legend and hits the ropes, but Nia Jax sweeps her feet. Lash Legend charges, but she hits the ring. Ring post when Bayley moves. Lara Kira dives at Nia Jax, but Nia Jax catches her and slams her into the ring apron. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss appears, but Bayley takes everyone out with a diving crossbody. Lash Legend forms Bayley in the face and climbs the second rope. Lara Kira is late, grabbing Lash Legend's leg to counter the suplex. Lara Kira then holds Lash Legend's leg as Bayley lands on her and picks up the win. The winner of the match, Bayley. And I might as well say this was a quick match for what it was. But I already know that they're gonna seem how to give the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions to the Bella Twins, but I hope that doesn't happen. But I'm hoping that Lara Kira and Bayley will win. So I got Lara Kira and Bayley winning, even though I'm gonna be wrong. That's just my opinion. But anyway, let me continue. 2 weeks ago on Raw, Seth Rollins was arrested for violating a restraining order against Paul Heyman that Seth Rollins didn't know was in effect. Last week on Raw, Adam Pearce announced that the restraining order has been lifted and that Seth Rollins was medically cleared to compete. Seth Rollins attacked Paul Heyman with a steel chair. Gunther then attacked Seth Rollins and pointed to the WrestleMania 42 sign. What was the reason of Gunther attacking Seth Rollins? That don't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? There's a rumor going around that Braun Breaker is not injured. That's what people saying. Braun Breaker is still injured. So that's all I gotta say. But it ain't just Braun Breaker. Bronson Reed is also injured too. Alright, I just want to clarify that. Anyway, let me continue. Coming up next, we'll hear from Seth Rollins. So we go to commercial break. DeMarco Ryans, the head coach of the Houston Texans, is at ringside. Rapper Bun B is also in attendance. WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry gets a huge reaction. Michael Cole says he can't believe this. Will be the first WrestleMania 42 without the presence of Hulk Hogan. Video package the dockeries Hulk Hogan Real American will premiere on April 22nd. Alright, Seth Rollins address being attacked by Gunther, burned it down. Seth Rollins makes his way to the ring, inspired up and greased the Houston, Texas audience. Seth Rollins has been gone for 6 months and was waiting to walk down the ramp to hear them sing that song. The crowd loudly sings to him. Seth Rollins says he is back at WrestleMania 42. He'll face Gunther, which is I hope Seth Rollins will beat Gunther, and that's all I gotta say. Seth Rollins can't figure out how they got here. They didn't have a long history. There's no personal issue with them. Over the past week, he's been running it through his head. The only logical conclusion he has is that Gunther has entered into some sort of business relationship with Paul Heyman. So is Gunther going to become a Paul Heyman guy? Y'all remember when Antonio Cesaro was? I remember last year that Antonio Cesaro became a Paul Heyman guy. I remember that. So is Gunther going to become a Paul Heyman guy? We don't know. But anyway, let me continue. Seth Rollins wants to put this plenty as possible. Seth Rollins wants to take back the title that he never lost, the World Heavyweight Champion. The second thing he wants is to kill the Vision. Logan Paul and Austin Theory are in a blood feud with the Samoans. Braun Breaker is on the shelf, as is Bronson Reed. Paul Heyman was left to his own defense, so Seth Rollins put Brock Lesnar on a silver platter for Oval Family. The crowd chants for Oval Family. Seth Rollins says Oval Family is the future, but he wants to talk about the present. If it's the intention of Gunther to be shield for Paul Heyman, it's become personal for Seth Rollins. The crowd starts to react. Gunther gets in the ring and grabs Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins slides away. Gunther avoids the stomp, but Seth Rollins boosts him out of the ring. Seth Rollins goes for a suicide dive, but Gunther catches him and sends him over the commentary table. Seth Rollins dives on him and punches him. Though the officials run down to separate them, Gunther big boots him down and walks off. Seth Rollins gets in the ring and is furious. Alright, backstage segment. Gunther is walking backstage when he sees Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman says he doesn't know why Gunther did what he did in Madison Square Garden. There is nothing personal between Gunther and Seth Rollins. Paul Heyman says, I owe you a very big thank you. Gunther says it's personal to Seth Rollins, which makes him happy. This is personal to Gunther. Gunther extends his hand and shakes with Paul Heyman. Gunther pulls Paul Heyman close and says he owes him so much more than a very big thank you. Gunther walks off. So are we gonna get Gunther versus Brock Lesnar? We don't know. But is Gunther going to become a Paul Heyman guy? Because y'all remember last year Antonio Cesaro became a Paul Heyman guy. I remember that. But anyway, let me continue. Later tonight, Oval Family will have a contract signing with Brock Lesnar. Replay last Monday on Raw. Liv Morgan insulted Women's World Champion Stephanie McMahon's mother. Roxanne Perez returned to help Liv Morgan take down Stephanie McMahon. Take Stephanie McMahon down. The look on Roxanne Perez's face that remember last week on Raw when Roxanne Perez gave the look to Liv Morgan. I guarantee that Roxanne Perez is going to cost Liv Morgan at WrestleMania 42. I guarantee you. Because Roxanne Perez needs to side with Finn Balor. And that's all I got to say. Video package. Women's World Champion Stephanie McMahon says Liv Morgan can do better than middle school jokes about her mother. Liv Morgan is a brainless you-know-what who talks a lot and says nothing. Liv Morgan is scrambling for a proposal and trying to solve her daddy's issues with someone who is less than a man. Stephanie Mercurius proposed is to inspire girls. In Las Vegas, Liv Morgan will never get her hands on the Women's World Championship. Stephanie Mercurius says, "Welcome to my inferno, Liv Morgan." And that's all I gotta say. Some people think that Liv Morgan should win at WrestleMania 42, which is I agree. But what if Roxanne Perez was to cost Liv Morgan at WrestleMania 42? Then what? It's gonna be a swerve. I can guarantee you, it's gonna be a swerve. But anyway, WWE Intercontinental Champion Penta will team with Dragon Lee and Javon Evans to face Los Americanos. So we go to commercial break. Video package: a quick flash of some dancers to Liv Morgan's music is shown. So we get a 6-man tag team match. WWE Intercontinental Champion Penta, Dragon Lee, and Javon Evans versus Los Americanos, El Grande Americano, Bravo Americano, and Rey Americano. This was a fun 6-man tag team match. Bravo Americano will start against Dragon Lee. Bravo Americano kicks him and applies a side headlock. They whip each other off and get into a stalemate. Dragon Lee hits a running hurricanrana. Bravo Americano slides off, and Rey Americano blind tags in. Rey Americano takes Dragon Lee down, and Javon Evans blind tags in. Javon Evans attack and hits a neck breaker. Kobe Kingston is showing watching Javon Evans backstage. A Grande Americano tags in and kicks Javon Evans in the face. Los Americanos stands tall in the ring. Javon Evans then wipes them out with a diving crossbody. Rey Americano avoids it, but Penta and Dragon Lee get him out of the ring. Javon Evans dives over the top rope onto him. Dragon Lee hits Bravo Americano with a suicide dive. Penta then hits Americano with a toe conhilo. Penta, Dragon Lee, and Javon Evans strut in the ring. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Penta and Rey Americano tag in. Penta hits a reverse sling blade before hitting Bravo Americano with a Tilt World Backbreaker. Penta then rolls Americano up and hits Bravo and Rey with a double DDT. Dragon Lee hits Rey Americano with a basement drop kick in the corner. Dragon Lee goes for a Styles Clash, but Bravo Americano puts him away. Americano headbutts Dragon Lee. Rey Americano hits a diving headbutt, and Bravo Americano follows up with a splash 1-2. Javon Evans and Penta breaks it up. Javon Evans hits Americano with a red dot. Rey Americano clubs Javon Evans out of midair. Penta kicks Rey Americano and Dragon Lee hits him with a double stomp. Bravo Americano rolls Dragon Lee up, but Dragon Lee rolls through and hits a Styles Clash. 1-2 Americanos breaks it up. Penta, Dragon Lee, and Javon Evans hit super kicks. Dragon Lee then hits Americano with a hurricane off the apron to the floor. Penta then hits Rey with a Mexican destroyer on the apron. Javon Evans can't believe it. Javon Evans then hits a wild OG cutter on Bravo Americano for the win. The winners of the match: WWE Intercontinental Champion Penta, Dragon Lee, and Javon Evans. This was a fun 6-man tag team match, and that's all I gotta say. WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio makes his way to the ring. Rey Mysterio greets Penta, Dragon Lee, and Javon Evans. Rey Mysterio says it's cool to see Penta's journey pay off with the Intercontinental Champion. This latter match at WrestleMania 42 has the potential to be one of the greatest in history. Last year, Rey Mysterio missed WrestleMania due to an injury. This year, he spoke to Adam Pearce. They agreed on one thing: this latter match at WrestleMania 42 is missing one more person. It's missing Rey Mysterio. Penta shakes Rey Mysterio's hand and says, "Let's make history." The crowd is fired up. It is so good to see Rey Mysterio back. So this is going to be a fantastic match, and that's a fantastic ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Anyway, video package: more footage from the Randy Orton / Cody Rhodes / Pat McAfee segment on SmackDown. So we go to backstage. All right, it says Rhea Ripley and Io Sky embrace backstage. Next up, they will face B-Fab and Mitchin. Austin Theory is talking with Maxine Dupree in the background. Do you think Maxine Dupree might join the Vision? We don't know. So we go to commercial break. This week on Cody Rhodes podcast, Triple H will be his guest. Replay earlier tonight. Replay earlier tonight. Logan Paul shoved ISO Speed into LA Knight. This lead to his being put into a 6-man tag team match at WrestleMania 42 with Logan Paul and Austin Theory versus LA Knight and the Usos. Video package: Brock Lesnar versus Over Family build. And I am so excited. I'm so excited about Over Family versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 42. And Over Family has to dethrone Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 42. So I gotta go with Over Family to win. So Over Family has to win at WrestleMania 42. And that's all I gotta say. Alright, let's move on. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley head to the ring. So we go to commercial break. The WWE Hall of Fame ceremony takes place on Friday, April 17th. Alright. Video package. Asuka says Io Sky tried to take everything from her, even Kairi Sane. Asuka says she loves Io Sky. She came to WWE to pave the way for them. She sacrificed everything to give them the best opportunities. She did it out of love. Now Asuka realized she loved Io Sky too much. Io Sky took advantage of her kindness. Asuka says Io Sky used her and must pay that for that. She'll always be her senpai. Asuka says she'll take everything away from Io Sky. So we get a tag team match. So we get Io Sky and Rhea Ripley versus B-Fab and Mitchin in a tag team match. And this tag team match, this was a solid tag team match, what it was. WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill is at ringside. Rhea Ripley will face her for the title at WrestleMania 42. There's been a rumor going around that Io Sky is going to turn on Rhea Ripley, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Rhea Ripley will start against B-Fab. Rhea Ripley easily takes her down and punches away at her. Rhea Ripley clotheslines B-Fab and pulls Mitchin into the ring the hard way. Rhea Ripley boots her down and throws her out of the ring at the feet of Jade Cargill. B-Fab quickly hits a pump kick and punches away at Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley shoved B-Fab away, but B-Fab fires back with a DDT for a 2 count. B-Fab applies a weird chinlock, but Rhea Ripley fights up and boots her down. Io Sky and Mitchin tag in. Io Sky takes her down and hits a double stomp to the midsection. Mitchin reverses a whip, but Io Sky twists the apron and knocks her back. Io Sky knocks B-Fab back and goes to the top rope. Io Sky hits B-Fab and Mitchin with a double massive dropkick. Io Sky poses in the ring and takes them out with a suicide dive. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, B-Fab is applying a weird chin lock to Io Sky. Io Sky fights out, but B-Fab hits a short arm clothesline. B-Fab attacks Rhea Ripley on the apron. Mitchin and B-Fab double team Io Sky, but the referee catches him. Jade Cargill pulls Rhea Ripley off the apron, and she hits her face on the ring steps on her way down. Mitchin is sent into the ring post. Io Sky rolls B-Fab up for the win. The winner of the match, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Okay, now this match right here, this was a solid match. What it was. Jade Cargill attacks Io Sky from behind. B-Fab and Mitchin join in to triple team her. Mitchin grabs a candlestick and gets in the ring. Rhea Ripley gets in the ring and breaks it up. Jade Cargill hits Rhea Ripley with a pump kick and throws her to the corner. B-Fab and Mitchin hold Rhea Ripley as Jade Cargill gets the candlestick. Jade Cargill looks like she's going to hit Rhea Ripley, but she breaks the candlestick over Io Sky instead. Jade Cargill hits Io Sky with a jaded and stares at her WrestleMania opponent. Rhea Ripley checks on Io Sky as Jade Cargill walks off with B-Fab and Mitchin. That's all I gotta say. But I do miss Bianca Belair, so I hope Bianca Belair make a full speedy recovery because I miss Bianca Belair so much. So if Bianca Belair makes a full speedy recovery, you know Bianca Belair is going after Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. But let me take a sip of my water real quick. Alright. So we get a video package. Finn Balor says there's a side he's never shown. Dirty Dominic Mysterio. It's a side he thought was gone forever, but Dominic Mysterio has awoken it. At WrestleMania 42, it's coming for you. Then the demon looks to start to overtake him. So Dominic Mysterio, you better count Dominic Mysterio. You better count your days because the demon Finn Balor is coming for Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and I cannot freaking wait till the demon Finn Balor shows up at WrestleMania 42. I cannot wait. All right, let's move on. The Judgment Day Clubhouse. Dirty Dominic Mysterio is looking worried about Liv Morgan, Victoria Rodriguez, and JD Madonna. JD Madonna tells him not to worry. They need to worry about his deadbeat dad being in the WrestleMania 42 ladder match. Roxanne Perez walks up. Liv Morgan thanks her for their help. With Stephanie Mercury. Stephanie Mercury is there in the elephant in the room. That they need to address. She knows Finn Balor brought her into the Judgment Day, but he turned his back. They did what needs to be done. You know that Roxanne Perez is going to cost Liv Morgan at WrestleMania 42. I can smell it. I can smell it. That Roxanne Perez is going to turn on Liv Morgan at WrestleMania 42. I guarantee you. Cause Roxanne Perez is going to side with Finn Balor. I guarantee you. It is about to be a swerve at WrestleMania 42 when Roxanne Perez turned on Liv Morgan at WrestleMania 42. I guarantee you I can smell it. But anyway, let me continue. All of a sudden, Women's World Champion Stephanie Mercury attacks them from behind. She drives Liv Morgan into the TV screen, destroying it. Backstage segment. Oba Femi is walking backstage. WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H heads to the ring alongside Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. So we get the closing segment. So we go to commercial break. So we get the closing segment right here. Contract signing for Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi. You know Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar did not sign that contract. They began brawling. That's all I gotta say. WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H is in the ring with Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. In the ring is set up for a contract signing. Adam Pearce says we've seen the birth of what promised to be a true clash between heavyweight titans at WrestleMania. It'll be Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. And Oba Femi has to win at WrestleMania 42. So I got my boy Oba Femi dethroning Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 42. And that's all I gotta say. Cause the crowd is over Oba Femi. So that's all I gotta say. Oba Femi is my favorite wrestler. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, let me continue. Ladies and gentlemen, WWE Hall of Famer Paul Heyman walks out to the stage. Paul Heyman introduced himself and says he have a contract signed for the most highly anticipated match in decades, if not ever. As the greatest advocate, wise man, oracle, and manager in history of this industry, he comes out by saying Oba Femi chant. It is his honor to introduce the conqueror of the ruler. This ruler can measure up to the real main event the conqueror of the ruler. This ruler can measure up to the real main event of WrestleMania, the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Alright. Brock Lesnar makes his entrance in a black cowboy hat. Oba Femi soon follows with a huge ovation. Brock Lesnar attacks Oba Femi as he gets on the apron. Oba Femi grabs Brock Lesnar as he jumps off the apron and drives him into the ring post. They get in the ring and fall through a table as they attack each other. Security pulls them apart. Brock Lesnar breaks free and leaps on him before being pulled back. Oba Femi then breaks free and attacks him. Brock Lesnar throws a chair at Oba Femi, so Oba Femi threw it back. Brock Lesnar is fired up. The crowd is going wild, and that was that. That was a quick brawl, but bro, Oba Femi was the way that Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar brawled, that was something. but Oba Femi stood on business, and that's all I gotta say. And that's all I gotta say. But I know that Oba Femi is going to stand on business against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 42, and that's all I gotta say. That's gonna be a good match, and that's the only match that I'm excited about. That match between Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar is gonna be way better than Roman Reigns and CM Punk and Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre combined together. But let me read you guys the quick match results. World Tag Team Champion Austin Theory defeated LA Knight. Bayley defeated women's WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Lash Legend. WWE Intercontinental Champion Penta, Dragon Lee, and Giovanni Evans defeated Los Americanos, El Grande Americano and Bravo Americano, Rey Americano in the 6-man tag team match. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley defeated B-Fab and Mitchin in a tag team match. And last but not least, Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar brawled before closing. So Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar brawled to end Monday Night Raw, and WWE Raw goes off the air. All right, let me be honest and get my honest opinion what I think about Monday Night Raw of WWE Raw. Now, WWE Raw was a good show for what it was, and I give that show a 7 out of 10. But I'm excited for WrestleMania 42 for night 1 and night 2, and that's all I gotta say from here. But WWE Raw was a good show, and I give that show a 7 out of 10. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE Raw review on Heights, make sure you guys please watch the entire video from all the way from the beginning or towards the end. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more wrestling content that I do on the channel. Go make sure you guys go follow all my social media down below in the description, and go check out my WWE NXT Stand and Deliver review and highlights, because WWE NXT Stand and Deliver was a good show, was a very good show, and that's all I gotta say for was, and I enjoy every second of it. But anyway, I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I will see you guys live on Twitch for some retro gaming live on Twitch tomorrow. So I will be playing Mortal Kombat live on Twitch. So that's all I gotta say. I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. And I will see you guys tonight for my world premiere for my WWE Raw Review Heights. I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And thank you guys so much for coming out to my double live stream yesterday on Twitch for Easter Day. I played Fortnite and I played WWE 2K26, and that's all I gotta say. But happy Easter Day, happy yesterday's Easter Day to everybody. I hope you guys enjoy your Easter Day from yesterday. I know I did, and that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, I'm glad that's out the way. I'm gonna drop my world premiere for my WWE Raw Review on High, so be there or be square. Help me get to 11K subscribers before the end of April, and that's all I gotta say from here. I've been putting in a lot of work on my YouTube channel, and that's all I gotta say from here. But shout out to Showstopper TV for doing an amazing live stream on Twitch. It was Showstopper TV told me, Showstopper TV told me today in this live stream, don't he told me don't burn myself out. You know what I'm saying? Even though I've been doing double live streams, but I took Showstopper TV's advice, and I'm glad that I listened to Showstopper TV's live stream on Twitch. Cause they be holding Showstopper TV on Twitch just like Twitch be holding me as well. But I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm still gonna grind on Twitch. I'm going to continue to keep pushing. Cause no matter what games I play on Twitch, I'm gonna give it everything I got. And that's all I gotta say. But anyway, I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay too sweet. And I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.